Hello everybody, my name is Jake. Welcome back to my channel. This is where I talk about what I see going on in the astral from my point of view, and also about all my astral experiences, my lucid dreams, and everything going on in my altered state of consciousnesses. So last night I had one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had. I have been having some trouble getting lucid the past couple months, and it's slowly been coming back the past couple weeks. Well, last night was a full-blown, just like the old days where I would be lucid all night long. It was super awesome. It lasted about 6 hours. And what happened was it started out as a regular dream. And I was in a regular dream. I was in this like cabin up in the woods, and it was like messy. So I was like cleaning it up and organizing it. And there were other people helping me. And I remember getting a fire started. After we cleaned the place up, I remember getting a fire started. And you know, what I've noticed is that fire, and you've heard me say this before, fire in the astral is a very high frequency thing. And to me, raising the frequency is very important if you want to get lucid. So we started a fire in the dream, and then I was talking to one of the people, and I was telling them about how I was able to lucid dream while I was in the dream. And then I realized, oh my God, I'm dreaming right now. And so my full lucidity consciousness popped in, and I was able to control my body, and it turned from a regular dream into a lucid dream, and then it turned into an astral travel. And what I mean by that is basically there are different states of consciousness, in my opinion. I go from a personal experience to a collective experience where you can, meet up with other people or see other people that are having dream experiences in the astral, where the collective dream world is, so to speak. So I found myself, after the regular dream in the cabin, I traveled through the Himalayan Starseed Academy into Inner Earth, into an academy called the Elvendwarf Academy. And there I was taught how to stay lucid, or how to ground my astral body into the experience to stay there longer. Because there is a lot of the time, like when you get there and you're lucid, you're thinking, how long am I going to be able to stay lucid? Sometimes you freak out and you're so excited. You're just like, oh my gosh, I want this to last forever. And, you're just like, you're so excited and you want to run around and do a bunch of things, but you kind of have to calm down and realize, okay, if I get knocked back into my body or back into my lucidity, if I get back into my body and I lose my lucidity in the dream, if you keep a calm state of mind, you're able to go back into the same astral experience. And so I was able to go into these in-between states of consciousness, back into the astral, back into 3D, or back in between, back into the astral, into the same exact dream over and over and over again. Into the same place in the astral over and over and over again, so that I can continue having that experience. So it's the cool thing about experience is all experience, whether it's a dream, whether it's 3D reality, whether it's your imagination, all of your experiences become memories. That's what your soul consists of. It's these memories of these experiences that are stacked one on top of the other on top of the other. So it's interesting to see that that's how we build our souls. We build our souls by having these experiences and by building these memories. Okay. So when you consider, oh, you know, a lot of people think that dreams are fake. Well, dreams are not fake. Reality is whatever you make it, you know. Anyway, I'm getting into the weeds there. But so what happened was I found myself at that Elvendwarf Academy, and they were teaching me how to stay lucid. And they were like having me like scratch my head, and that like grounded my consciousness into my body. They had me eating like these spicy habaneros. So I was eating this really spicy food, and that grounded me into my body as well. Um, they also had me like doing like arts and crafts type of things, like making jewelry, but like I had to like tune it in a certain at a certain frequency, and it vibrated this jewelry. It's so cool to be able to experience and do things in the astral because there's no limitations to what you can accomplish. You know, there's a lot of flying and everything else. And then I ended up at another academy. I don't remember where it was, but one thing I realized is that all of these Starseed academies are they're connected through portals. So they're all connected into one academy. So no matter where they are, the Himalayan Academy, the Greek Academy, or the Inner Earth Academy, whatever academy you're at, you can access all the other academies. There are portals that go from one to the other, to the other, to the other. Okay? So you don't have to travel through the lower astral. You don't have to travel through dangerous places in the astral where you could get caught, where you could, you know, where you could get abducted astrally. So if I'm planning on doing this, and I know my girlfriend does this a lot, she stays in the academies a lot. And in the academies is where the other star seeds are coming. And you can tell if the other star seeds that are coming to these academies, you can tell if they're lucid, if they're semi-lucid. If you're fully lucid, you can tell who is awake and who's lucid and who's semi-lucid and who's just, you know, having a regular dream. It's really, really interesting to watch other people have their experiences too at the academies. So I was able to meet up with my girlfriend last night at the Inner Earth Academy, and then we came back to 3D and we talked about it. We were, you know, exploring the forest and Inner Earth at this Elvendwarf Academy. It's really cool to be able to lucid dream with somebody and go to the same places with them. And, you know, all the other people that I met up with last night that were lucid were very helpful. And some of the ETs there in the academy, they were also very helpful with helping me find my girlfriend, because if she was at the Greek Academy and I was at the one in Inner Earth, they can like somehow communicate with each other. It's like this telepathic network that goes on. So if I'm like looking for my girlfriend and I'm